you're basically blind for part of every single day. Okay, your eyes lie constantly. If your eyeballs had noses, they'd grow a foot longer every time you blinked. Here's the deal. You blink about 15 to 20 times a minute, and every time your brain just turns off the visual feed. Not like a screen going black, more like a lazy film editor cutting frames and hoping no one notices. That means you're blind for about 10% of your waking life. And your brain? It just glues the scenes back together, like a badly edited VHS tape from the 90s. This thing is called blink suppression. Yeah, that's actually a real thing. It's your brain's way of protecting you from the brutal truth that your reality is constantly stuttering.
And here's the creepy part. You're not just missing things.
Your brain makes them up. It fills the gaps with whatever it thinks was there, not what actually was there. You think you're some kind of hyper-aware apex predator. In reality, you're more like a tired night guard watching reruns on a broken monitor, coffee in hand, no sound. So the next time someone says, "I only believe what I see," you can say, "Cool, then you believe in absolutely nothing for over an hour every day. Welcome to reality, my friend." Number 2, you're leaking electricity like a broken robot. Congratulations, you're a biohazard, a walking meat balloon with a power leak.
Yeah, your body runs on electricity, no shocker there.
But here's the weird part. You're constantly leaking electrical signals. Through your skin, through your nerves, even through your heartbeat. And this isn't some metaphor. Every time you move a muscle, or even just have a thought, tiny bioelectric zaps are firing off all over your body. And get this, those tiny zaps, they can be picked up from the outside. EEG machines can read your brainwaves through your skull.
Your brain is way less private than you thought.
Now, picture this. You go to touch a doorknob and zap, static shock. Your hair stands up, you curse. Classic case of you've been collecting rogue electrons like a discount supervillain. And the best part, when you die, your electrical system crashes in under 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Your brain? Flatline. Your heart? Goodbye. Your energy status? As dead as your phone after 5 hours on TikTok. Basically, you're a Tesla coil in sneakers. Not very efficient, but impressively chaotic. Number 3. Your bones are full of holes. Okay, brace yourself. You think your bones are solid? Like stone? Adorable. Inside your body, right now, is a skeleton that looks less like reinforced steel and more like a stale sponge. Your bones are filled with something called trabecular bone. It's this delicate, coral-like structure with a honeycomb pattern, almost like chalk furniture built by IKEA. And no, I'm not kidding. But here's the weird twist. That spongy design actually makes your bones stronger, not weaker. Like bubble wrap, it can absorb more impact than if it were solid. The disturbing part? Those holes get bigger as you age. Your bones literally hollow out from the inside. It's like your metabolism hired termites and forgot to fire them. And when the gaps become too big, boom, osteoporosis. A fancy medical way of saying, hey, your skeleton is slowly turning into tissue paper. You might not notice it until one day you trip over your cat and your hip shatters like a dry cookie. Oh, and it gets better. Your bones are in a constant state of death and rebirth. You lose about 10% of your skeleton every year and rebuild it, completely behind your back. Your body's basically running a sketchy renovation project 24/7, replacing drywall with duct tape and vibes. So, yeah, you're walking around with a haunted IKEA frame that's slowly disassembling itself. Sleep tight. Number 4, your brain deletes memories before they even exist. You think your memories are precious little snowflakes, unique, permanent, safe forever? That's cute. Here's the truth. Your brain deletes almost everything you experience, and it does it before you even know it happened. Scientists estimate that over 99% of all sensory input, what you see, hear, smell, and touch, gets tossed in the mental trash instantly. Your brain takes one look at reality and goes, too much, delete. Only the stuff it thinks might be useful later gets saved. And spoiler alert, It's really bad at guessing. Even worse, the memories that do make it through, they get edited, redacted, rewritten every single time. So that dramatic childhood moment you swear changed your life, yeah, that's been rewritten more times than a Marvel reboot. Basically, your brain is like an underpaid intern in charge of filing important documents. And instead of saving them, it throws them in the fire and just makes something up when asked later. So no, you don't remember things clearly. You remember whatever version your brain decided was emotionally convenient at the time. Memory is not a video camera. It's more like a moody screenwriter with memory loss and a flair for drama.
Number 5. Your stomach has a second brain. IT's petty. You ever say, I've got a gut feeling? Yeah, that wasn't just poetic nonsense. Turns out, your gut literally has its own brain. Yeah. It's called the enteric nervous system, and it contains over 100 million neurons, more than your spinal cord. That's right. You've got a squishy, semi-autonomous noodle brain. In your torso, this second brain controls digestion, sends signals, and has, I kid you not, opinions. Ever felt butterflies when you're nervous? That's your gut brain spiraling? Avoided a person because they gave you a weird vibe. Yeah, that's your belly making a moral judgment. Here's where it gets wild. Your gut brain can override your real brain. If it senses something's wrong, sketchy food, stress, danger, it'll slam the panic button. Suddenly, you're sweating, nauseous, or sprinting to the bathroom. Meanwhile, your actual brain is like, what just happened? Basically, you've got a grumpy roommate living in your abdomen, and when it's unhappy, you're the one who suffers. So next time you get a gut feeling, maybe listen. It might not be wise, but it's definitely louder than your actual brain. Number 6. You're half paralyzed every night. Oh, in purpose. Ready for a comforting fact? Every night, your brain paralyzes you. It's called rematonia, and it kicks in while you're dreaming, also known as when your brain turns into a chaotic movie director on acid. In your body, it wants nothing to do with that mess. So your brain sends a signal that's like, nope, power down, all limbs off. Your arms go limp, your legs check out. You become, for all practical purposes, a sack of unconscious meat. That's totally normal, until it's not. Because sometimes you wake up before the paralysis ends. Welcome to sleep paralysis, that delightful glitch where your mind is awake, but your body's like, error 404. Movement not found. You can't move. You can't speak. And just for fun, your brain might throw in a little nightmare Easter egg, like a demon on your chest or a shadow creature in the corner, for ambience. Sleep paralysis is technically harmless. Emotionally, it's a horror short film you can't pause. While you're asleep, your brain is basically body locking you to protect the world from your dream acting. Number 7. You shed so much skin, you're basically a walking snow globe. Look at your arm for a second. Now imagine it quietly disintegrating into microscopic flakes, like a sad little Thanos snap happening. 24/7. You shed about 500,000 skin cells an hour. It's over 1 million a day and about 9 pounds a year of you, just floating around. And where do all those flakes go? Well, a decent chunk of the dust in your house, yeah, that's you. Face flakes, elbow crumbs, back dandruff. You've been snowing dead skin in your living room like some grimy festive miracle. The outer layer of your skin regenerates about once a month. So the version of you from 4 weeks ago, gone, replaced, probably hanging out under your couch as dust bunnies. The good news? This is a good thing. Shedding old skin protects you from bacteria, damage, and weird fungi trying to crash the party. Your body's just doing maintenance. Constantly. The bad news. Next time you wipe dust off your bookshelf, just know, you might be cleaning up last month's version of yourself. Congratulations. You're your own ghost. Number 8. Your brain can make you itch. For absolutely no reason you ever suddenly feel an itch on your arm. You scratch it, but there's nothing there. Congrats. Your brain is trolling you. Here's the deal. Itching isn't always caused by something real. Sometimes it's just your nervous system having a tiny panic attack. Your brain gets a weird, vague signal, and instead of calmly investigating it like a reasonable organ, it goes, must be spiders. Spiders. Boom. You're scratching like a raccoon in a wool sweater. Now get this. There's a thing called psychogenic itching, where your mind causes itching from stress, anxiety, or just boredom. There's no rash, no bug, no trigger, just full chaos. Some people scratch themselves raw, trying to fix a problem that doesn't even exist, and it gets even more ridiculous. Itching is contagious. Just seeing someone scratch, or thinking about it. Yeah, like right now can make you start itching too. Because your brain saw someone else do it and said, hey, we should also be uncomfortable. So the next time you start itching for no reason, don't panic. You're probably not infested, just emotionally unstable at a cellular level.